people from different faith and communities. To Dr. Francisco Rojas, Honorable Rector and Vice Chancellor for the University for Peace. It's a listening to my presentation. Honorable Professor Mir Canade, sir, Academic Director, University for Peace, Costa Rica, and my dear students, it's an honor and privilege to be with you all today in the beautiful campus in Costa Rica. And I would like to speak on the role of youth in global peacemaking today. So it's an honor to stand here at the University for Peace, Costa Rica, a global symbol of hope, dialogue and transformation. Today I speak on a truth we can no longer ignore. The youth are not just the future of peace, they are the present force behind it. Around the world, young people are leading climate strikes, bridging divides in conflict zones, innovating for equity and standing up for justice, not just in classroom but in communities, online spaces and on the street. The patient is clear, what the need is trust, opportunity and support. So what is the role of the youth in global peace building? What we can do to maintain global peace? What as a youth leader or as a youth students, how can we help our planet to become a better planet for all of us? So what we can do, we can be a voice of inclusion. We can youth can challenge inherited prejudice and promote inclusive dialogues across cultures, faiths and nations. And we can also become the agent of innovations wherever we go. From digital tools to grassroots movement, youth offer creative solutions to age-old conflicts. And then we can also become champions of justice. And we have many role models. I'll explain them later in our lecture. Like we can dare to speak out where others stay silent. There are a lot of things happening around the world, like the crimes, like the drugs, like the fanaticism, and most of the people do not speak about them. But as a youth leader, we can raise those voices to make our planet a better planet. And they dare to speak out where others still stay silent, often at the great personal risk. But potential alone is not enough. We must actively nurture and empower our youth. Become a better human being, a better citizen for our world. Because youth are the future leader of the world. We have to lead our world. So we need to spend money on them. We need to give them support. We need to give them care. We need to provide them resources. And we need to give them all these things to equip to become a good citizen in the world, right? So how can we do that? Through like education beyond textbooks, teach empathy, conflict resolution and emotional intelligence. We need to teach them these things, and then create safe spaces, let youth express questions, lead without fear of judgment or repression. And then the mentorship and the role models. Every young person needs someone who believes in them, trust their leadership, not when they are ready, but now. In conclusion, peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice, dignity and dialogue. And for that, we need the courage, creativity and compassion for our youth now more than ever. Let's not prepare them for peace, let's build peace with them. And that's how we make our youth, we support them, we encourage them to become a good citizen of the world. And then I will give you some quotes from the various religion, various leaders, what they say about the peace, harmony, compassion, etc. And then what is the peace and peace building? You are a students of peace here in the university, so you must be reading how to define peace. So peace is most commonly defined as a state of harmony and the absence of hostility, violence or war. But it also extends to the presence of justice, equality and well-being within the society. It can be both internal, personal peace, serenity or external between groups or nations. Peace building refers to the process and activities aimed at creating and sustaining peaceful societies by addressing the root causes of conflict and promoting reconciliation, justice and constructive relationships. Peace building is a proactive approach that reaches beyond ending violence to transform societies for long-term stability and harmony. World Peace Day. We celebrate the International Day of Peace, commonly known as the World Peace Day, and it is observed annually on 21st September, and as it is declared by the United Nations General Assembly in 1981. This day is dedicated to strengthening the ideals of peace within and among nations, communities, and individuals. It highlights the importance of dialogue, tolerance, non-violence, and cooperation as essential tool for resolving conflicts. Each year, the UN sets a theme to address global challenges related to peace, justice, and sustainability. A symbolic global ceasefire is also encouraged to promote humanitarian aid and reconciliation. World Peace Day serves as a reminder that sustainable peace requires collective efforts built on justice, equality, and mutual respect. Celebrating World Peace Day highlights the sustainable development, human dignity, and security can only be achieved in peaceful environment. And promoting peace and justice and a strong institution, it is also a sustainable development goal number 16, which was decided by the United Nations. So SDG goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. It highlights the importance of peace as a foundation for development. It calls for reducing violence, ending abuse and exploitation, ensuring equal access to justice, and building trustworthy institutions. So, since I come from India, and India has been one of the oldest civilization in the world, like the Egyptian civilization, the Mesopotamian civilization, and the Chinese civilizations. India is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. And in ancient Indian philosophy, we talks about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is a kind of a thing like the whole world is a family. That's Indian philosophy talks about. There's one term in Sanskrit language which says Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I mean the whole world is a family. Are you getting my point? Yes. So, and it originated from the Upanishad, and it means the whole world is a family. This principle emphasizes universal brotherhood, encouraging individuals to extend love, respect, and goodwill to everyone, treating them as member of one's own family. It promotes inclusivity and acceptance, transcending barriers created by religion, nationality, or social status. And then there is Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He is the founder of the Sikh religion. And he talks about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's words highlight universal peace, unity, and equality by saying, "No one is my enemy, no one is a foreigner." He rejects, Guru Nanak Dev Ji rejects division based on caste, creed, or nationality, urging us to see all as one human family. Inner peace arises when we live harmoniously with others, free from hatred and prejudices. Recognizing God within every being removes the root of conflicts, fostering compassion and love. His message inspires peaceful coexistence and remains deeply relevant for global harmony till today. And you know what Lord Jesus Christ says about the peace builders? The Lord Jesus, he says that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God, from the Matthew 5.9. So Jesus Christ teaching, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5.9 emphasizes the divine value of promoting peace. Peacemakers are not merely avoiding conflict, but actively resolving it with love, forgiveness, and compassion. Jesus affirms that those who work for peace embody true discipleship, earning the honor of being God's children. This message remains timeless, urging humanity toward harmony and spiritual brotherhood. In various programs, we need to include them, ensure youth have a voice in decision-making process, peace negotiation, and community initiatives. Establish youth councils, forums, and advisory boards where their perspectives, influence, policies, and programs are shared with the youths, and their voice should be heard. Quality education and skill development, mentorship and role model, economic and social opportunities, access to platforms and technology, promoting inclusion and diversity, psychological support, recognition and encouragement, awards, scholarship, public acknowledgement, voices of wisdom from the West. We have, I have just explained Martin Luther King Jr., then Mahatma Gandhi, then Albert Einstein, and then John Lennon, Jane Addams. And this is about our foundation where I work, Youth for Global Peace and Sustainable Development Foundation in India and around the world. And I educate youth that we should respect people from different faith and communities, and we should embrace them, people with a larger heart. And we need to make our planet a better planet for all of us. This is the only planet where we can live at the moment. There is no other planet where we can go and live. Maybe in Mars, but it will take time. So this is the mission and vision of my foundation, key activities, Global Peace Champions to celebrate. And I will end my presentation with this Indian Sanskrit, prayer. And I will explain you in English. This is an ancient Indian peace prayer that are often found in the Upanishad and Vedic tradition. It's a Sanskrit Santi mantras. These mantras are traditionally recited to invoke inner peace, harmony with nature, and universal well-being. It says, may all beings be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer in any way. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Choudhary, for that guest lecture. I think there's a lot that you've said that is thought-provoking, but I'd like to invite the students to ask any questions if you may.